And all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Oh, some strong running. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Darnold. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. White's numbers from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Open man right side, Myers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. flush to his right. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. White, touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. You look at this defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw is Darnold. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. Now here's a give to Spears. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And Spears with another carry. Fights him off. Shoves him aside near the 35. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Julius Chestnut. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago. And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get... Now the ball comes loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach. Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling? When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead. Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal. 2nd and 10. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. And maybe a little frustration from Goff as he'll turn and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And a huge play that time. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's White, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. White is in for a touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. On now is the Titans punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Call. Short throw caught by Bowers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
4 down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Here's Goff. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. They run straight ahead here with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Goff. Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. They'll try and run it with White. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Zamir White on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dreadnoughts take a 3-touchdown lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Darnold. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. That one's taken in by Spears. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dreadnoughts offense and their running back Zamir White getting set for their next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That's caught by Myers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw is Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
We go tonight.
Back to throw, Goff. It's Myers again with another catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in this first half. That's already 7 catches for him now, and we've yet to hit halftime. Throwing again is Goff. Open man is Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And it's caught. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Goff. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll go up the middle with White. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Open man right side, Myers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. This is White. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Over the middle, it's complete. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Dreadnoughts offense and Jacoby Myers head out for this next drive. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now it's Goff. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now, the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tennessee offense set to go again.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Hand off to Spears.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. They're going to try and run, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dio Odengbo in there to drop him for a loss on the play. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. White now the read option. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground with White. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On a handoff, it's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Running out of the gun with White. Evades him at the 20. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. 2nd and a couple. Now a give to White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dreadnoughts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Darnold now to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Again, Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Darnold. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. To the air again, Darnold. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. On the handoff, this is White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, That's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Londoners, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.